Hello, YouTube. Okay, so I have another message. We're gonna call her um Mimi. We're gonna call her Mimi. Okay. Um Hey, oh, well, she said her name in here. Well, I guess we can use her name. Well, no, I'm not going to use her name. We're just going to call her Mimi. Hi, my name is Mimi. That's not what she said, but we're going to call her that. Um, I'm 15 years old, and my boyfriend is always talking about sex. And I mean, I like sex and all, but I've heard stories about him banging his girlfriends and leaving them the next morning and going out telling everyone. Well, we've been together longer than everyone else. He has dated, and I'm not sure if those stories are true or not. So, can you make me a video with advice? Well, Miss Mimi, first of all, I want to say communication is key in relationships. If you don't know if these stories are true, then you need to sit down and talk to your boyfriend about this. Now, you are young, you are only 15 years of age, and a lot of 15-year-olds do not know how to conversate. They really, not all, but I would say quite a few young relationships, they really don't know the meaning of a relationship. Um, I want to tell you that sex does not equal love. I hope that you know that. And love doesn't equal sex. If you know what you want to do. Every woman knows. Every woman has an intuition, and a lot of people don't learn how to use it until they get a little older. But I want you to try for me to use your intuition because you know what you want to do in this situation, and you know what's right and what's wrong. I also want to say that you are 15. People are having sex younger and younger these days, but that doesn't make it okay. Um, I feel like you should maybe, if you are gonna have sex, make sure that you use protection. I'm not gonna tell you that you should don't have sex because, I mean, you're gonna do what you want to do. But if you want to have sex, make sure that you use protection. Um, um, wow. um, let's see. I'm sorry, my mind is spacing out. Um, you mentioned that you all have been in a relationship longer than all his other girlfriends. How long are we talking? Are we talking 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months? If so, that's not very long. And just because you've been in a relationship longer with him than he has his other girlfriends, that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you should sleep with him. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't sleep with him, and that doesn't mean anything. And that really, if it's no longer than 3 months, 3 months and under, that doesn't give you enough time to get to know someone. And sex isn't something that you don't just have sex just to have sex. Sex is a way to bring two lovers together and become one, basically. Love that person. You shouldn't have sex if you don't care for the person. Don't just have meaningless sex. Meaningless sex will not get you anywhere. It's really not even fun. I mean, I can't. Okay, okay, okay. Let me get my thoughts together because I'm just everywhere right now. You said that you're 15. If your boyfriend is between the ages of 14 and 18, 19 even. If you're between the ages of 14, 19, 20, whatever, of course your boyfriend's always talking about sex. That's all boys care about is sex. Something you have to realize is that men think about sex differently than women. Not all women, but I'll say majority of women. Men can have sex with anyone, and not really care. It's just to get that pleasure. a woman can sometimes equate sex and all that with love, relationships, feelings. A man can have sex with a woman not feel anything at all. Um, you said that he has sex with them and he leaves them the next morning. Um, if he does that, why are you with him? Like that character. Character. Someone's character, the person who someone is on the inside. If he has sex with his past girlfriends or any girlfriend or not, and he just leaves them, that's not cool at all. At all. And why would you want to be with someone like that? He sounds like a jerk to me. He sounds like a jerk ass dude who does not deserve someone who I don't know you. I don't know, but you seem to be a nice young lady. So this jerk dude doesn't deserve you being a nice young lady. You can find someone better. If you're not sure if you want to give yourself to him, then don't. You know if you want to give yourself to him. You know. Because if you have to ask me, that means you're not sure about it. So that means that you shouldn't. When you think about your boyfriend, you should be like, you should know. Just the same way you know that you love someone. Now, you're 15. I'm not sure if you have been in love before, or you may think that you've been in love. I'm not talking about puppy love. I'm talking about real, true love. You know when you love someone, and you know when you want to give yourself to someone sexually. And like I said, the fact that you're asking me this question, that probably means that you're not sure, and that equates no. Don't have sex with him. Don't do it. Please don't do it, because I feel like you'll regret it. And when you get older, I feel like you'll look back on the situation and be like, what was I thinking? Like, we all have these what was I thinking moments. And I feel like if you look back on this, you'd be like, I mean, there was no point in me even doing that. Like, what was the point? Like, I didn't even enjoy it or something like that. But also, I want to say, not telling you not to have sex, not telling you to have sex, but just sit down and think about sex in general. Just sit down, think about you, your life, your future, where you want to be in a couple of years. Think about love, sex, marriage, children. Even though you're young, just think about it. Would you want your daughter at 15 years old to be in the same situation that you're in? And also, would you think that, what advice would you give your daughter when she's 14 or 15 with the same problem as you? Like, step out of yourself for a second. Pretend like you are 45 years old and you have a 15-year-old daughter, and she says, Mom, um, this guy that I'm dating, he always talks about sex and he wants to have sex, but I'm not sure if I want to because he always leaves his girlfriends after, you know, they get done having sex. What advice would you give your daughter? And there's your answer. And also, I think is you should stop having sex until you find someone that you love. Just have fun. You're having sex. I mean, you don't want to get pregnant. You don't want STDs. You're having sex. Like, why? It feels good, yes. That's what your fingers are for. Masturbate. Yes, I can tell a 15-year-old to masturbate. I can do that. I would tell my daughter the same thing when I have one. I mean, we all do it. It's human nature. If you must get that release, do it with your hands. I mean, you don't have sex. He can finger you, he can do that, but kiss, make out, finger, that's it. Like, I feel like you're too young to have sex. But if you are gonna have sex, use protection, wrap it up. And for real, do the little exercise that just tells you, like, pretend like you're 45 years old and you had a 15-year-old daughter, and she had your same problem. What advice would you give her? But if I were you, I wouldn't have sex with him. I wouldn't dare. I would not let him touch me. No, no. I ain't done anything in 3 months. Why? Because none of these dudes deserve what I got. They don't deserve me. And you should look at yourself the same. Does this boyfriend of yours deserve your body? Does he deserve your sex? Does he deserve you? I don't think so. Not the way things sound. But the way I'm reading, no. He doesn't deserve you. So, deuces, and I hope that I could help.